Are you concerned about falling? In the next year, 1 in 4 seniors will experience a fall. Do not allow yourself to become a statistic. Tai Chi is proven to reduce your fall risk by 58%. Classes for all abilities are available throughout DuPage County. Tai Chi, exercise for life, exercise for you.
And tap just below your collarbone. Nice and gentle. So welcome back to another session at the Abbey. And the middle of the sternum. Side of your ribs. Loose and relax. Swing your arms. Loose and relaxed as you can. So it's nice to see some people since March coming to class. Welcome. Good. So remember, a whole arm swing, loose and relaxed from the shoulders. As relaxed as you can. Allow your arms to come to a rest. Turn your waist, let your arms swing on the rest. Loose and relax. Now bring your hands in. So your back hand is going to tap the small of your back on the opposite side. Your front hand is going to tap inside the shoulder. And as much as you can, try and keep your waist turning, and it's a lot less effort in the arms. And take your arms out, return to just the waist. And bring your waist to a rest. Head to one shoulder, roll it down around to the other shoulder. And without tilting your head back, bring it across the top. Exhale as we go around. Inhale across. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Change direction. Again, head to the shoulder. Roll it down around to the shoulder without tilting it back. Across the top. Exhale as you go around. Inhale across. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Bend your knees, let your arms hang down, roll your change direction. One more. Straighten up, rub your hands. Rest. Forearms. Elbows. Put your palms together in front of you. Bring your hands up, open your palms towards you, roll the hands over so the backs of the hands come together. Point the fingers in towards you and reach the hands down. Roll the palms towards you and bring the hands together again. Inhale as we come up. Exhale as we go down. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Change direction. We open the palms towards our center, roll the backs of the hands together, bring them up, point the fingers in towards you, roll them over the top, and the palms come together again and down. Inhale as your arms come up. Exhale as they go down. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Rub your palms. Hands on the small of your back. Keep your head still, your head upright. Gently circle your way. One more. Change direction. One more. And then if you choose, you can bring your feet closer together. And so you're going to think about the very tip of your tailbone, and you're going to try and make your tailbone move in a circle by tucking your hips, tilting them, untucking them and sticking them back, and then tilting to the side. So you have 4 directions, and then you're going to try and smooth those out into a circle. And ladies, have some sympathy for the guys, because the guys have a real hard time with this one. This is so much easier for women to do than men. Change direction. One more. And then bring your feet as close together as you're safe and comfortable. Rub your palms again. And then rub your knees. Pat your knees. Rest your hands above your knees, fingers pointing inward. Bend and straighten. One more. Straighten up. And with your foot in that shape, as if you were standing up on your tiptoes, tap the ball of one foot. And the other. Good. Okay, so today we're going to do the Tai Chi, Qigong, Shibashi exercise. And so if you're new to this, or you haven't done it in a long time, nice and relaxed. The most important thing is to be as relaxed as you can. Remember the two precautions when we do scoop the ocean and circling a ball. Be judicious about how far you put your head down, because we want to make sure that your head comes back up. Okay? So you may choose to do it like this. Smooth and relaxed is much better than getting down here and having a hard time getting back up. Then when we do bouncing a ball, the most important thing is your balance. Particularly in that one, keep your head up and your eyes up. Stare directly at the person in front of you. I'm fortunate, I have a much better sight than Mary does, so you may choose just to shift your weight from side to side, depending on your balance. And remember that this exercise is just as effective sitting down as it is standing up. So it can be better to choose to sit down and do one flowing motion than to switch. So in some ways, it's a little bit tougher sitting down. So you don't get a break sitting down. Either way, feet shoulder width apart, toes straight forward, back up straight, head up tall, arms relaxed at your side. Take a moment to relax. Let the stress and tension in your body fall away as best you can. And then your legs bend to sink your weight down. Your hands float up to the height of your shoulders as your legs straighten. Your hands sink down as your legs bend. Inhale as your hands float up. Exhale as your hands sink down. Inhale. Exhale. Nice and relaxed. Broadening one's chest. Your hands float up as your legs straighten open to the side. Your hands close. Your legs bend as your hands sink. Inhale as your hands come up and open. Exhale as they close. Sink down. Inhale. Exhale. dancing with a rainbow. Keep your knees bent. Bring your hands up over your head. Shift your seat to the left as your hands go to the right. No, shift your seat to the right as your hands go to the left. Shift your seat to the left as your hands go to the right. Inhale as your hands go to the left. Exhale as they go to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Circling arms. Bring your arms to the center, down the side. Right hand comes up, followed by your left as your legs straighten. Your arms come down as your legs bend. Inhale as your arms come up. Exhale as your arms come down. Inhale. Exhale. Twist waist and swing arm. Put your left hand in front of you, swing your right hand up to the side. Push your right hand over your left hand. Inhale as your left hand comes up. Exhale as it pushes over your right. Inhale. Exhale. Rowing about. Drop your hands down. Your arms come up the sides as your legs straighten. Down the front as your legs bend. Inhale as your arms come up. Exhale as your arms come. Inhale. Exhale. holding a ball. Swing your right hand up in front of you as you turn to the left and straighten the left leg. Turn your hand palm down, bring it down as you turn forward. Inhale as your left hand swings up. Exhale as it comes forward. Inhale. Exhale. Look up at the moon. Keep your feet flat. Swing both hands up to the left side as your legs straighten. Swing your hands forward, your legs bend. Inhale as your hands swing up to the right. Exhale as they come forward. Inhale. Exhale. Pushing palms. Swing your hands forward. Pull them up to your side. Right hand presses out as you turn to your left. Turn your hand palm up, pull back as you turn forward. Exhale as your left hand pushes down. Inhale as it pulls back. Exhale. Inhale. Wave hands like clouds. Turn your left palm towards you, reach your right hand up. Turn to your left. Hands change. Turn to your right. Change. Inhale as you turn to your left. Exhale as you turn to your right. Inhale. Exhale. Scoop the ocean. Hands change on the right side. Turn to the left corner, step your left foot out. Reach as far down as you are safe and comfortable. Scoop the right hand up, followed by your left. Bring them over your head, let go. Exhale as you reach down. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale. Inhale. Playing with waves. Keep your back upright. Bring your hands down. Pull your wrists up to your shoulders. Shift forward. Your wrists go down. Pull them away and up. Shift back. Your wrists come down. In and up. Exhale as you go forward. Inhale as you come back. Exhale. Inhale. So think of your wrists creating this big U shape in front of you. You go down into the bottom of the U, up the near side of the U. Spreading your wings. Turn your palms to face each other. Shift back and open. Shift forward and close. Inhale as you open. Exhale, close. Inhale. Exhale. Punching. Step back to shoulder width apart. Pull your hands to the side. Settle in the center. Left hand reaches out. Open, close and pull back. Exhale as your right hand reaches out. Inhale, zip pulls back. Exhale. Inhale. Flying like a goose. Drop your hands down. Your arms come up the sides as your legs straighten. Your arms come down as your legs bend. Inhale as your arms come up. Exhale as your arms come down. Inhale. Exhale. Spinning wheels, squat down as far as you're safe and comfortable. Imagine holding a ball. Circle up to your left as your legs straight. Down to your right as your legs bend. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you come down. Inhale. Exhale. Stop at the bottom, change direction, circle to your right as your legs straight. Down to your left as your legs bend. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you come. Inhale. Exhale. Bouncing a ball. Stop at the bottom. Straighten up. Left foot, right hand. Keep your head up, your eyes up. Right foot, left hand. Inhale with the left foot. Careful with your balance. Exhale with the right. Inhale, keep those eyes up. Exhale. Okay, you want to fix your eyes on the point, your head height on the wall in front of you. That will help your balance a huge amount. A closing movement, shoulder width, settle in the center. Hands come up to your chin as your legs straighten. Hands press down as your legs bend. Inhale as your hands come up. Exhale as your hands press. Inhale. Exhale. And when your hands reach the bottom, turn your palms to face each other. Make sure there's a little space underneath your armpits to move your elbows away from the body. Thumbs at the level of your navel. Fingers relax. And breathe. Take one more breath. Let go. And take a seat. But remember to bring it back. Good. One foot out. Circle your toes. Any questions, thoughts, anything from the studio audience? Nothing? Interesting to breathe that slowly. Yes, it is. The typical breathing rate for, I don't know whether it's a Westerner or an industrialized nation or an American, is 16 to 20 breaths a minute. So if you think of that on the fast side, that's one breath every 3 seconds. That's almost panting. That's and change direction. And we want to try and slow it down. There are cultures out there who believe that when you are born, you are allotted a certain number of breaths. And when you've used those breaths up, that's it. So the slower you breathe, the longer you live. Good. Change feet. And slow breathing has been shown to have numerous health benefits. And so when we do the 18 movements, I am typically working on 6 breaths a minute, which is about 5 seconds to inhale, 5 seconds to exhale, which for somebody who does not have any lung or breathing issues is not an unreasonable pace to be able to go at with a bit of practice. Now, if you have lung issues, if you've had like bronchitis or pneumonia, or you've got COPD, or if you've been a smoker or something like that, that's going to make it harder. But it can be done. It's just a matter of practice. And most people are not used to practicing breathing because I breathe naturally, so it must be okay. Good. Both feet out, point and pull. And the unfortunate thing is that 90% of people do not breathe efficiently. Okay, put your feet flat on the floor. So put one hand just above your belly button. So it's between your belly button and your rib cage. Put the other hand on the top of your rib cage. I want you to take a nice deep breath in, and I want you to notice how your hands move. Which hand moves first, and how much the hands move. So take a few breaths like that and see what happens. All right, so if the hand on the top of your rib cage moved first, you're a chest breather like 90% of people, and you're not breathing as efficiently as you could do. If it was your bottom hand that moves, you're an abdominal breather, and that's how we should be breathing. If you have a baby or a very small child in your life anywhere, watch them breathe, because they breathe the way that we're supposed to breathe, okay? So if you were a chest breather and you were up here, the question is, how can you make this hand move and change your breathing from the fast chest breathing to the slower abdominal breathing? And the way you do that is to think about what you're doing with your belly. And so think about pushing your belly out. And you should notice that as you do that, you breathe in. And then as you relax your belly and it comes in, you should breathe out. And so it's a matter of practicing this idea of you're going to push your belly out to create your inhale, suck your belly in to create your exhale. And honestly, the best place to practice this is in bed at night. Get yourself comfortable in bed. Just lie there, put your hands like this, and practice your breathing. You will fall asleep a lot faster than you normally do. And you will tend to sleep longer and deeper, okay? Okay, so if you've begun to get that going of that breath happening in your abdomen, bring your top hand and put it below your belly button. And again, take a deep breath in and see how your hands move. Does the top hand move? Does the bottom hand move? Or do they both move? Now, depending on where you are, the question is, can you make the hand move that you want to? So see if you can make the top hand move. Can you make the top hand move out and in? And keep the bottom hand still. And then switch. Can you make the bottom hand move out and in, and the top hand stay still? Now there will be a little bit of movement in them. They won't be perfectly still. So whatever you can do, the important thing is that you're bringing your breath down into your belly rather than your chest, okay? Your lungs are roughly triangular in shape, 2 upper lobes, 1 right, 2 lower lobes. Now, if we all remember from our geometry, if our lungs are shaped like triangles, the big capacity is in these bottom lobes. And if you're a chest breather, you're not using these. If you're an abdominal breather, you are using these. And that using these will help to slow your breathing down. Okay? All right. Put one hand on the side of your rib cage and the other hand on the other side of your rib cage. Now the question is, now can you make your hands move? So can you make your left hand move out and your right hand stay still, and vice versa? It's not going to be a huge movement, but you should be able, with a little practice, to make one hand move and the other hand stay still, or to make them both move. Okay? So this is all working your diaphragm, the muscle that runs horizontally across the bottom of your rib cage. That's the muscle that controls your breathing. When you contract it, it moves down. And because it moves down, your belly pushes out. Because it moves down, your lungs expand, draw air in. When you relax it, it moves back up to the bottom of the rib cage, your belly moves in, your chest cavity is compressed, your lungs are compressed, and you breathe out. And that's the way that we're supposed to be breathing, okay? And efficient breathing really is one of the big tricks to being healthy and living a long life. The better your breathing is, the longer life you're likely to live. One of my teachers, one of his favorite sayings was, control your breath, control your life. And your breathing controls so much of your life. I mean, what's one of the classic treatments for somebody having a panic attack? What do you give them? You give them a brown paper bag to breathe into. Okay, and they breathe into that brown paper bag, and it begins to bring a level of control, because first of all, they're focused on their breathing, which helps to eliminate whatever the cause of stress is. When you're focused on your breathing, you'll find that your breathing will slow down and become more efficient. You're actually inhaling more carbon dioxide, which is actually good for you, and your breathing slows down, and you calm down. And it's hugely effective. I was watching a TV show the other day, and they did it on the TV show. This guy was having a panic attack. This nurse comes along and gives him a paper bag and says, breathe into that. Okay? And so the more efficient and the more effective you can make your breathing, the healthier it is for your body. Okay? And one of the classic examples I had of why this is important, one of our karate classes, this is going back, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and we were doing grappling. And our instructor does this technique where they're both on the floor, and like this teenage kid's on the floor. And so he puts one arm over his shoulder and one arm under his arm, and like he just squeezes. And like the kid is like, can't breathe. And like, ah! And like he had to let go. And then he does it to me, and he squeezes, and I'm like, okay. And he's like, yeah, it doesn't work on you. Because the first kid that he did it to was a chest breather. And when you do that, you compress the chest. And he couldn't breathe because his chest was compressed. And because I'm an abdominal breather and I can move my breath to where I want it, when he compressed my chest, it didn't make any difference to me because my breath was all down here. And so I'm like, yeah, okay, squeeze harder. It's fine by me. Okay. Now, you're probably not going to be in that situation, I hope. But control your breath, control your life. So practice your breathing. So the most important thing that you can do, so surely you should try and make an effort to be good at it. Because you can only go 3 minutes without breathing. That's all you've got. 3 minutes. Okay? All right. Have a very good week, everybody. Thank you all for being here. It's nice to see people coming back, and it's nice to see people from the courts coming over. It's nice to see new people coming in. Joe. Yes. Babies belly breathe. What causes it to become, why would it change? Yes, and some people never grow out of being babies either. It's a combination of poor habits, of stress, of peer pressure. Years ago, the Abbey class, I had one lady in it who was in her 90s. And she said to me after one class, she goes, John, I will do everything that you tell me except for the breathing. And she tells me this story of how she was growing up, that her grandmother, who looked after her as a child, would be like, ladies, do not push their bellies out. And like she'll get racked on the knuckles every single time she breathed like that, because her grandmother. And so if you think she was 90, so she was born in probably the 19 teens. So that means her grandmother must have been born in like 1830, 1840. She grew up in the South, so it's all like Scarlett O'Hara, Gone with the Wind. You know, the prim and proper Southern lady. And it was, ladies, do not push their bellies out. And she said, every time you say that, all I can feel is my knuckles getting wrapped. And so we succumb to that peer pressure. And if you think about the stylization of particularly the military, but anything with uniforms on in the West, it's always the stand to attention, feet are together, the chest is out. You're creating this triangle with the tip at the bottom and the base at the top. And it's always like the broad, this idea of the broad chested, flat-bellied symbol that we have of like that strength. Whereas the real idea is that triangle should be the other way up, where it should have a strong, wide base and a narrow top. So stress, poor habits, peer pressure, stuff like that. Yeah. Good question. All right.